Yo, what's happening, world? Name's Raheem Flowers. So, I thought about something that Tucker Carlson once said. This is recently. This man said that he was being spied on a podcast interview. And he brought up an excellent point. If you don't really have privacy, then you don't have freedom. So it's coming from a pale-skinned, the Yeti people, a white man who is a conservative on Fox News for years on end, telling you that he doesn't have freedom. Then I think that dispels part of the myth and the hoax known as white supremacy. Now doesn't it, SWP? Man, I heard his ass talk about Candace Owens, and he proved my point once again that all he can do is go after soft targets and people who are public enemies. But yeah, as far as what Tucker said, that illustrates the premise of this video about having content creators being shadow banned and you're being watched. Just like my good old friend Kamani would say to me when he would talk to me. And that is a very unsettling feeling to know that you're being watched. For all I know, when I'm making content, there's some sort of sleeper agent somewhere in the cut, just waiting to get those commands, screwing people over. And this goes against freedom. It's supposed to be the land of the liberty. And this goes beyond so-called race at this juncture. When you have a white man like Tucker Carlson telling you that he doesn't have privacy, a white conservative man who has clout, who has money, isn't even allowed to be interviewing somebody like Vladimir Putin. That seems very conspiratorial, if you ask me. And you know, I think about my own past when I was a kid. I never told anybody this, but I'm gonna say it now. I almost joined the Freemasons at 18 years old back in 2010. And I'll tell you, I saw some really very uneasy shit. And this is what made me opt out. So I would attend these meetings at a lodge here in Illinois. Just imagine that you're around a bunch of wealthy, pale-skinned individuals, wealthy white men, and then one of the first things that I asked was, is the whole altar and rituals and sacrificing and Luciferian and satanic and dark spirit demonic worshiping, is that actually a thing? They said no. So this Latino dude that I went to high school with, he pulled up a Baphomet mask. Pulled out a Baphomet mask, and I was like, yeah, fuck this shit, I'm out. And from then on, I ain't never looked back. Even when I showed you guys, and it was probably just some spam shit about somebody inviting me to the Illuminati, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna say no to that because I closed that chapter in my life. Speaking of public enemies, Well, a lot of people love this dude too. Charleston White. I thought about something that he said about Myron, and he was praising him, saying that he lives on the top floor in his apartment and he lives up there with God. That's what Charleston White said. And I'm thinking to myself, Amudu, it doesn't matter how much earthly riches you obtain. It doesn't matter how much real estate you acquire, how much equity, how much success, how much clout, how much people admire and respect you. You're always going to be known as a hypocrite. Do you not know how much the Muslim community, the Islamic community gets on his ass on Reddit? I'm like, damn. Man. All I think about is what I said last time I talked about that dude. Every time I see the after hour show and one of them little thoughts, OnlyFans girls and whoever else they bring on there gets intoxicated and they're like, I'm too tipsy to drink. I'm like really fucked up. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to walk out the area. Like, I'm just like really, really, really drunk. I say to myself, guess who's not reaching Jana? It's a little inside joke I've been making towards him for like the last few months. I mean, they tell you this in the Quran that you're permitted. I can't remember what surah right now, but look, you can make mistakes. You can make your erroneous actions, and you could always repent. But there's no infinite amount of times that you can keep doing the same things and going through this endless loop and thinking that you will be forgiven by Allah, and then you will reach that highest of plateaus when it comes to acquiring that divine, that true divine satisfaction and what they call in Islam, Jannah. All them earthly riches, whatever females, whatever clout, whatever moments that people praise you and dick ride you, that ain't gonna mean shit when it's all said and done, Myron. All your little viral moments on TikTok and the reels that people have of you. All I see you as, you are the Arab dude at the corner store benefiting off of the black community. Now, what is it that Myron likes to say? Well, I'm black too, I'm black too. You say that when you're backed into a corner and then motherfuckers check your ass for doing some stupid shit or saying something to disparage melanated people, regardless of what part of the diaspora they belong to. So, yeah, that's part of the inspiration behind the title of the video. When he said that dumb shit about we don't deal with the Shaniquas and we don't deal with the Night Riders. He meant that shit. I don't care how sarcastic he sounded. I don't care how much he said he was joking. That fool was not joking. He's just like that Arab dude that I had in the clip on YouTube Streets Volume 2. I come to this country and they promise me beautiful American women, but all I see is this. That's his ass. Yeah. And it's crazy. You know when you shadow ban, when even one of my subscribers told me that he was subscribed to me and Mr. Faceless, SWP, Wizard Kelly ass nigga Sarge, and he said that none of my videos would ever like pop up or anything. I'm like, yeah, I already know I'm shadow banned, brother, because I said too many things about them 1948ers. I said too many things about them Yiddish clowns, and you know, my YouTube channel ended up paying the price for it. I'm sure I'd easily make thousands of views. I would definitely supersede a lot of people if it wasn't for the fact that I was shadow banned. But you know, I'm sure if I made videos, if my hair was cut, you know, I groomed myself and I made sure that I was dressed real suave and my swagger and all my aesthetics was on point and I started to sound like Derek Jackson, you know that YouTube was gonna let my ass stay and the algorithms were going to hit. They were going to hit. That shit would have hit more than Mike Tyson in the 80s and early 90s. But since I refuse to be an Angel Ramirez Jordan or an Aubrey Drake Graham, and I took the other route, yeah, they let it be known that they don't give a damn what your skin pigment is, you are still a nigga. It doesn't matter what part of the diaspora you belong to, you are still a nigga. Even Tariq Nasheed, the dude who emphasizes on FBA, even said a long time ago that Africans will get the nigga wake up call. So even if that fool can say that, that's how you know that this is something that can't be denied. And you know the worst part is, they never give you a straight answer on why they give you strikes. They just tell you that they give you strikes and they just tell you that you went against the guidelines. But just know that you have girls on here, and I say girls, I mean in the literal sense of the word, girls on here, 13, 14, twerking and talking about sucking dick and playing with sex toys and dildos and things that they find at Lover's Lane and all these sex shops and shit. But you're not allowed to say whatever you want to say, and you don't even have to be inciting violence or using derogatory terms and slurs. You could have documented proof, facts, reference points, admissions made, and you're still gonna be getting shadow banned and terminated and videos deleted, and your whole channel will be on a lifeline. Yup. This is the world we live in. Freedom, privacy, what are those? So, just remember, this is how you get it. You want to hit the algorithms? Be a feminist. As a man, I need to become a femboy. I need to advocate for the LGBTQ and homosexuality. I need to emphasize on my feelings and speak about my zodiac sign more and astrology and how much it's hard being an Aries because I'm a stubborn individual and I fight with that. And there's just so many dilemmas that come with my resilience as an Aries, as a Ram, just a hard-headed elemental fire Ram. I just don't give a damn. If I talk like that and I talk about relationship goals and how precious women are and how we need to do better as men, and men need to stop gaslighting these women, and don't you know that women are always the victims at all times? Women cannot truly be strong, and then they'll tell you in another breath that you're displaying benevolent sexism when it's not something on their terms. And I'm talking about these feminists. Yeah. That is the premise that you're supposed to be going under. And if you don't go under it, you will be sent to the shadow realm. Just like you boy. Yep. And there's no coming back.